Hey, we are looking at slope-intercept form. I'm giving you a graph. You are rewriting an equation today. Go ahead and throw your name on here. It is currently second hour. In slope-intercept form, what does my M stand for? What? Slope. Okay. And I'm going to put a little note there to myself. I made these boxes a little bit bigger. That it's rise over run right. So count your rise over your run to the right. Okay. Also in slope-intercept form, what is my B? My y-intercept specifically. So that is my y-intercept. And if you want to put a little note to yourself, it is where you cross the y-axis. Okay. I don't remember what hours I said this out loud in yesterday, so I'm just going to say it out loud in every hour. It's called slope-intercept form because you can just look at your equation and get a slope and a y-intercept. Later this unit, we'll do another form called point-slope form where you can look at it and just get a point and a slope. So this one's called slope-intercept because your slope and your intercept are right there. Okay, so let's go look at our examples. We've got 2 on the front, 2 on the back. The first thing that we need to do, well, you can choose. You can choose whether you find your slope or your y-intercept first. I don't care. First thing I'm going to do is find my slope. When I am finding slope, I can use any 2 points that are next to each other. I don't want to use 2 points that are really far away from each other because then I'm going to have to unnecessarily reduce. So I'm just going to use these 2 right here. I'm counting rise over run. First of all, does this have a positive or negative slope? Negative. As I go from left to right, I'm going down. So my rise on here is negative 1, 2, 3. I'm going down 3. And I'm going to the right just 1. So my slope is negative 3 over 1. And I can count that here, or I can count that there, or I can count that there. It doesn't matter. You're going to get the same thing everywhere. What you don't want to do is count it from here to here, because then you're going to get negative 12 over 4 and have to reduce that. And the chance of you making a mistake when you have to count that far is higher. Then my y-intercept, I just go to my y-axis, and I see where I cross my y-axis. So I cross my y-axis up there at 4. And then from there, I just write my equation. My equation is y equals mx plus b. This is my m. This is my b. So it's going to be y equals negative 3 over 1, or I can just write negative 3x plus 4. So just like I can add in my imaginary ones, I can take them out. We will not count it wrong whether it says negative 3 over 1 or negative 3. Those are both correct. Y equals negative 3x plus 4. Okay, any questions on that one? Okay, does my next one have a positive or negative slope? Positive. So as I'm going from left to right, I'm going up. So if this one's negative, this one's definitely got to be positive. So I'm going to count between here and here. My rise is 1. I'm just going up 1. 1. And my run is 1, 2, 3. So my slope, my rise over run, is 1/3. Okay, what is my y-intercept on this problem? 0. So right here, I cross at 0, so my y-intercept is 0. When I go to write my equation, this is my m, this is my b. So I'm going to do y equals mx plus b. That's going to be y equals 1/3 x. And then I am not going to write plus 0. It is unnecessary and not fully simplified to write plus 0. So if your y-intercept is 0, when you are writing your equation, do not write plus 0. Okay? So we have to know, just like we add in the imaginary 0, we take it out. This one, I don't care if you leave it as a fraction, but I do not want a plus 0 there. Okay. Any questions on either of those? Okay, flip it over. We've got 2 more on the back. Again, this one has a negative slope. This one has a positive slope. So we'll start with this one on the left here. We can count between any 2 points. I'm going to count between here and here. So I'm counting rise. I go down 1, 2, 3, 4. So my rise is -4. And then my run is 1, 2, 3. So my slope is -4/3. Then, what is my y-intercept on this one? -2. Make sure you're going to your y-axis, not your x-axis. My y-intercept's -2. Alright, when we go to write our equation for this one, the slope part's easy. We're going to do y equals -4/3 x. Then, we are not going to write plus -2, because adding a negative is once again redundant. Instead of writing plus -2, what can we write? Just -2. Yep. So -4/3 x minus 2. So we have to do the opposite of what we did yesterday, which is take out all those extra things that we kind of added in. Okay. Very last one, when we see a slope that looks like this, how much am I going up and how much am I going over? 1 and 1. So my slope on this one is just 1/1. And then my y-intercept is up here at 5. So for this one, you could write your equation as y equals 1x plus 5. Or you could also just write y equals x plus 5. Either of those are fine. Just like we can put in the 1, we can take it out. The only thing I definitely don't want is that plus 0. If it's plus 0, don't write it down. All right, super quick notes. I'm going to go stop the video. That literally took 8 minutes.